Hello and welcome to this video on unit testing in Python, and we'll be using pytest. So that means we need to install pytest and then we will use it to test our vector class that we created in the polymorphism lecture, where we did a lot of operator overloading. We will use test to test out different methods, the class, and show you how to do unit test. There are a lot of different methodologies to do testing. For example, you do testing before you write the code so that you make a test that will fail, but the tests are basically like requirements so that when you're implementing your code, it needs to pass these tests. You're making the code to pass the tests. That is how you implement the features. This is a methodology called TDD, test-driven development. However, we do it in the other side so that you have made the class, you have made the methods, and now we implement testing. This is just another methodology that is somewhat simpler, but TDD is a really good methodology to use, and I recommend that. Okay, so let's move on to Visual Studio Code. So here I am in Visual Studio Code, and this time it's not empty. Now I have the vector class, as you've seen from the polymorphism lecture. If you haven't watched that, make sure to watch it. But basically what it does is that we create a vector class, and in this, using this class, we can instantiate vector instances. And these vector instances, they have the property numbers. They have add method. That means that we can do addition using the addition operator. And what it does is element-wise addition. We have implemented, so we have overloaded the minus operator. We have operator overloaded the asterisk operator and did rmul to make reverse multiplication. We have done the length method to be able to get the length of the vector, so that basically it's just the length of the numbers. And then we have also, there's something that I didn't cover really in that lecture, but I have this in the lecture notes. So we have done abs to get the Euclidean norm of a vector. We have validate vectors, which we have covered, and done the get item and the plot method. And then also a static method and the Repo. So this is how the vector class looks like. So let's now set up the things that we need. Okay, so what do we need? We need a UVVNV. So we have a virtual environment. So make sure you don't do this when if you already have a virtual environment. But since I don't have one, I will do this and activate it as well. Activate you need to do even if you already have one before. So activate it, and in Windows it's scripts instead of bin. So in Windows is source.ven grep /activate. So that is for Windows. Okay, so now I've activated my virtual environment, and now it's time to install the things we need. So uv pip install. Now I won't need ipykernel because I won't work with Jupyter Notebook. Instead, I will work in Python script. As you can see, this vector module is a Python script. So what I need is matplotlib, since we use it in my vector class. We need pytest to do the testing. Okay, so that is it. Command K to clear out the terminal, and now I will have the terminal to help me run things later on. So let's now create touch tests underscore vector.py. So here, let's now import vector. So from vector, import vector class. So what we can do is we can do vector 1, 2, 3, and we can print that one to just try this out. So now you see that we choose here to the bottom, we choose which environment. We should have our virtual environment, and then I can run it. And when I run it, what you can see is that we have this vector output here. Vector 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it means I can import this one. So now let's import from pytest. Import races, because I need that one. I don't need this vector anymore. So just start doing our tests. So def test. So all our tests, they start with test valid init. So just test the init. So v is our vector 1, 2, 3. Assert v.numbers equals to 1, 2, 3. That is it. So now in our terminal, make sure you have activated your virtual environment, and then we do ls to see that we have our test vector and our vector.py. So you just do pytest. And what you can see is that we have an error here. So it says import matplotlib.py plot as plt. So no module named matplotlib. So what could an issue? So we need to make sure that we have installed it. So uv pip list. So I have matplotlib, so it shouldn't be an issue. Pytest test vector. Yes, it's an issue here. Let me debug and see. Okay, so I debugged, and the problem was that I had accidentally installed pytest to my global environment. So if you have done that, you should pip uninstall your pytest from your global environment, because when I did run pytest, it chose my global pytest instead of my pytest in my UVVENV. So since it chose my global version, I didn't have matplotlib installed there, so that's why I got this error. So now when I run pytest, you can see what happens. It finds test vector.py because it starts with test. And then it says dot means that, yes, this has been accepted. So it means that it passed. So then let's break this down. So first we create a vector of 1, 2, 3. And then assert means that we make sure that this v.numbers equals to 1, 2, 3. And if this is true, then it will return true. Otherwise, it will return false. So that is what assert means. So we make sure that it's equality here. So then this is how we create our tests. So we can create our other tests. So we can continue with our init. So when you're testing a valid init, you need to test a invalid init as well. So invalid init. So that's good practice to do. And always good to choose a lot of edge cases to test your program. So with races, we need to make sure that it raises an error whenever we do something wrong. And what type of error do we expect? We want it to raise a type error when we put in the wrong type, right? So type error, vector, 1, 2, 3. So when I run this one, pytest, you can see now there are 2 dots. If I, for example, do like this, because this will pass and it won't raise a type error, then we'll see that we will get a fail. Yes, exactly. So there's a fail here. So it did not raise, right? It did not raise type error. So that means that we have written our test wrong. So then we just need to change this one. And we can test other races. So with races value error, I want a value error when I have an empty vector. Okay. Save this one. Pytest, it passes. Good. So let's move on to test addition. So the test addition. Here we create 2 vectors. So v1 equals vector 1, 2, 3. And then we have v2 equals to vector 4, 5, 6. And now we take out the result is v1 plus v2. And For the results, we know that we are doing element-wise addition, right? So then we do v results equals v1 plus v2. Then we check result dot numbers equal, let's see, 1 plus 4, 5, 7, and then 9, right? And then we check this out, pytest, you can see 3 dots. And if I take, for example, 90 here, which obviously is wrong, pytest, and you can see this is wrong, right? And here is an interesting fact that you might want to test is that if you want this case, for example, you want a vector and you want to add it with a scalar value, mathematically we don't allow it. So you cannot add a scalar with a vector. So then you should get some kind of type error. And what it could be is like with braces, type error, and we can do v1 plus, this is not the vector, and it should give a type error. Yes, it gives a type error. However, if we do with braces type error, and then we do v1 plus 5, and then we test it again, and you can see it's okay. So we have 3 tests, 1, 2, 3, and we have 3 dots here. So continue, we do def test. We can actually copy this one to do subtraction, and we do minus here instead. We do minus here. We do minus, and if we do minus, then this should be minus 3. Minus 3. Yes, and it's correct. So let us continue here. We can do test multiplication. And actually, I won't do that. Let's do some, we can do test length. V equals to vector 1 to 1, 2, for example, and then we do assert length of v equals 2. Test this one, and it's okay. You can test the absolute value. Def test abs, and as the absolute value is the Euclidean norm, which is equal to the sum of the squares and then square root of it. So v of vector, for example, 3, 4 or 4, 3, and then what should the result, what do we expect it to be? 4 to the power of 2 plus 3 to the power of 2 is 16 plus 9 is 25, and the square root of that is 5. So abs of v equal 5. Yes, and that works too. We can test the validate vectors. So test validate vectors. And here we have v1 equals to vector of 1, 2. Copy this one. v2 is vector of 3, 4. And then we do assert v1 dot validate vectors v2. And we need to assert that this is true. So we assert that it's true, and it's true. If I assert that it's false, then you can see it doesn't work, right? Because they are both vectors, so we need to assert that it's true. Okay, and then we can do v3 equals another vector. However, this vector is 1, 2, 3. So this is of length 3, right? So they don't have the same length. And if they don't have the same length, if you have seen the last video, then it should raise a type error. So with raises type error, v1 dot validate vectors v3. And this should raise it. Yes, it raises it. And you should also try, let's copy this one. Validate vectors where we'll put in something that is not a vector, like this. And we run it and it works. And then we can test the get item. So def test get item. So remember we had done the get item. So to do this, we have v equals vector 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, 3, 4 also works. As that v 0 equals that v1 equals assert v say -1 equals, okay, run this one and it works as well. Okay, and finally we can test the plot. However, we should manually check the visualization so that it's correct. However, we can check that the plotting works. And to do that, we do this v1 equals vector 1, 2. Copy this a little bit. Yeah, we can take 3 of them. v1, 2, 3. Say 2, 2, 3, 4. Like this. And then we do v1 plot v2, comma v3. And then we do assert true. And what this does is it's a placeholder for successful execution. So if it's successful, we'll come here. Otherwise, if it's not successful, then we won't come there. So pytest, yes, it's successful. We get the dot. Cool. So in this video, you have seen me working with testing, using unit testing, using pytest. So we installed it and then we tested our vector class. We started with testing the init, under init, and then going forward to testing the addition, subtraction, testing the length and the absolute value, and validate the vectors and the get item, and then the plotting. And I hope that you worked with this in your GitHub repository so that you can commit and push your code. And I hope that the testing part was interesting for you. It's very important that you test your functions, your methods, you test your classes so that your code is more robust. Yes, thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one. Bye.